Good morning, everyone. Happy energy reading. It is so great to see you. How was your heart today? How did everybody fare over the weekend? I hope it was a fabulous weekend. It was for me. I have been doing so much brain and heart coherency work that I'm like floating on cloud number 23,275. And if you didn't know that that cloud existed, well, let me tell you, it sure does. It sure does. Welcome back to another week. Yes, so here is your weekday reading, right? So now I do these weekdays and then weekend readings, which has been really wonderful. And I'm picking out cards for us so that we can do an energetic temperature check to see what the week might look like. What are the potentials and possibilities for us out there to create our own reality, right? Because nothing I say is ever set in stone. Please remember that. Also, please know this is a general reading, which means this is for the collective. So if you do want a more personal, more private reading, you can book that one-on-one with me at terryhuberman.com and I can get that reading done for you. But in the meantime, I've got all of the cards here. Let's do a reveal and let's see what our week is going to look like. So this is going to be an energy temperature check for Monday through Thursday of this week. And even if you watch this video months from now, a year from now, whatever, the message is the message, which is timeless. So if you're not catching it during this particular week, which is what, March? It's March 2nd of 2020. It's okay. Just take the message that you can hopefully resonate with. And take that as your timeless message, no matter when you watch this. And do just know that, that this is timeless. And whatever information does resonate, you take. Whatever doesn't, you toss aside. Okay? That's how you should be doing life anyways. Yes? Yes, yes? All right. It's time for a reveal, shall we? We have the Queen of Diamonds. We have La Bota. We have Guardian Angel. And we have Star. So this is the energy that we're working with today. 17, of course, because 7 and 17 have been floating around my life for like the past 3 or 4 months. Like I just cannot get away from 7 and 17. And most of the time it shows up as 717. Okay, so this is today's energy that we're working with. We have the Star, we have the Guardian Angel, we have La Bota, and we have the Queen of Diamonds. Okay, let me put this together for all of us. All right, so I'm actually really called to these two guys together, which is, so this is where I'm going to start today's reading, is with the Queen of Diamonds and La Bota. So here's the thing. What it feels like to me is there's a particular way of thinking that a lot of us are in right now, which is almost super structured. Okay, there's a little bit too much discipline and a little too much structure in our quest to find that abundance or that connection or that frequency to abundance. So it's like we have all these really great ideas. We have these desires, but it's like, it's almost as if we think that the pathway to that desire, which in this case is showing up to me as abundance, is just too strict. And if it's too strict, there's no way you can be surprised, right? There's no way that you can like veer off right or left or go, I don't want to say off course, but explore a bit off course with having maybe a little bit of freedom to explore if you're just walking with blinders on, right? Also, you could miss doors of opportunities, which I'm just going to show you in this card. I'm not talking about this card yet, but you can see that there are windows here, which to me do represent opportunities. Windows and doors for me represent opportunities. So you're really legit, strict, and not discerning. I was just going to say discerning, but disciplined way of thinking towards reaching a goal or towards reaching something is actually not, it's not benefiting you. It's too strict. So you have to loosen up your way of thinking, right? You have to be able to see things from a different experience or a different perspective. Otherwise, those doors and windows are not going to show up for you. Now, if you wanted to, you absolutely could loosen up and shake off this like real strictness or the have-tos. So you might even find yourself saying, well, I have to do this. I need the haves and the needs and the shoulds. Don't should on yourself, people. Don't shit on yourself. So your really structured, disciplined thinking is really not working to your benefit this week. There are times when it does, but not this week. So if you can just sort of like relax a bit and trust, boom, 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 trust that you're not in this thing called life all by yourself, you're going to be just fine. Now, having that trust does loosen things up for you. It gives you some wiggle room to play with, and it gives you some room to be surprised by the divine. I mean, if you're trying to control life and you're trying to control things right now, why should the universe give you anything cool? Because the universe is going, oh, they know what they're doing. I'm going to let them do them, right? They want to work with us. They want to co-create with us. So they want to be able to show us through breadcrumbs, also known as synchronicities, that we're on our way in the right direction, right? So if you can just understand, trust, know, in other words, have faith that you're not alone, you can just kind of relax a bit. And you can maybe turn over some of that faith into your guardian angel that you will get to where you need to go, but you got to loosen up a bit. You got to be a little bit more playful. You got to have a little bit more fun because this guy is keeping things way too straight for you, too straight on the narrow. And again, with those blinders on, you're not going to see what happens over here. You're not going to see any doorways over here that you can take for opportunities. So you do have to have faith. You have to have trust that you're on the right path, and you got to like chill out a bit, relax a bit, do your best to not be in control of things. And I know that that's hard. That's like one of my things is like needing to know the outcomes and the results. So really, I feel like I'm talking to all of you anxious people out there who really need to have the control, who have the anxiety because they need to know the results in order to stay safe and feel like they can, relax instead of always trying to strategize. How do I do this? How do I get from there to here or from here to there, whatever it is. It is time to relax. It is time for you to show the universe, because you're not alone in this thing called life, that they can give you some surprises. Okay. They can help you along the way because you got things to do, people. You have dreams, you have wishes. You have offerings in this world, but it's going to be hard for you to tap into that and to get into that place to either know what your offer is or just to even access it if you already know what your offer is. So if you know what your purpose is already, that's wonderful. You just may be a bit blocked right now because of your thinking process, because you got to do this and you got to do this and you got to check this off and nothing's really going in your time frame right now, especially since we're in Mercury retrograde. Everything's slowed down for right now, so it's like, no, you're not going to get things done when you want them, which is why you have to just go, okay, universe, help me out here. I'd love some help, and then allow the help to come in, because that help can make you move, forward some steps. So your purpose is actually just being blocked right now by you. You're standing in your own way today. Actually this week, you're standing in your own way. So you got to loosen up. You got to chill out. Things are just not always going to go the way you want them. And we can't be big babies about it. We just have to go, okay, fine. I surrender. I give up. Here's the white flag. Help me out here, because obviously what I'm doing is not working, right? So, because it's not like your offer or your purpose doesn't exist, it is. And if you haven't really been clear about what it is, it's becoming a lot more clear this week. But because you're not giving yourself access to it, because you're trying to control things so much, it feels like your purpose is so much further away from you. It's like over here, and you're over here, and it's like you're so far, right? When in reality, you're both right over here. That's a whole other reading for a whole other day. But the thing is that you just got to let go of control. You just got to let go of the expectation that things go a particular way. And if they don't go your way, you can't be a big baby about it. Because I feel like some of us are being babies about it, and we're having tantrums and we're like, no, right? And then we're getting angry and we're getting frustrated at not only ourselves, but other people. And then our story, our ego comes up to just try and tell us things to prove that story right. When we are not that story anymore. We may have been at some point, but we're growing out of this. You guys, we're growing up. We are growing up. We're getting to be big boys and girls here. So let's not have a tantrum. All right. So really the implementation tool for today is, well, for this week, is to just relax. Okay. Just go with the flow as much as you can. Realize you do not have control, and that's a really big responsibility to have control. So let the divine help you. Let the divine guide you to those doors and windows of opportunity. You can't do it on your own. You may think you can, but you can't. All right, guys, what am I always saying to you? Stay connected. Stay connected to your friends and family. Stay connected to yourself. And of course, you can stay connected to me by checking me out at terryhuberman.com, and I'll see ya on the flip side.